So about 2 months ago, my moderators, Mo, Homme, and Newt, they sent me their niche and designer top 5 lists for the fall season. And you guys seemed to like it. You wanted me to continue it. And so guess what? We're back, and we're doing my moderators top 5 winter fragrances, and this time it's going to be designer. When I get back from vacation, they also sent me their niche, but I'm only have time to record the designers right now. So today we're going to be doing my moderators top 5 designer winter fragrances. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Thank you for joining me for yet another moderator top 5 designer winter fragrance video. So again, if you want to go back and look at their top 5 niche and designer for fall, you can definitely do that. I also have a 4th moderator, Jeff from SoCal Sense. He joined in on the designer one last for fall, but this time didn't send me a list in time. So we have Mo, Homme, and Newt, and we're doing their top 5 designer winter fragrances, and then we're going to be doing their niche when I return from, they already sent them to me, but I don't have time to do it, but we're going to be doing their top 5 niche winter fragrances when I return from vacation, and then I will give you guys my top 5 designers and top 5 niche all in one video, but that's for another time. Before we get into it, make sure that if you're not already subscribed to my channel, if you like my content, make sure to like and then comment below and let me know some of your favorite designer winter fragrances. So a lot of these are going to compare to my list. Some changes for me, obviously, and one I'm not really convinced that it's actually a designer fragrance. He actually sent me one that wasn't a designer, and then we had him change the list, and then he put another one on there that's really not a designer. So we'll figure that out. With that said, we're going to be talking about Newt first, which is not the person I was talking about. He gave me a few honorable mentions, so I will name those real quick. Boss Descent Elixir, he said nearly made the list, so I'm guessing it was number 6. That one is fantastic. If you guys haven't tried out Boss Descent Elixir, this stuff is absolutely fire. It's my favorite in the line for the winter season, definitely. It's almost like if you took Boss Descent Magnetic and mix it together with pieces of Spice Bomb Infrared. Very, very good. He also has Paco Rabanne Pure XS, 1 Million Lucky, Amazing Plum Woods Honey, Struggle With You Oud, and Struggle With You Leather. I actually just got a decant of Struggle With You Leather in to try, and I have Struggle With You Oud, which is really nice. It's kind of like a dialed down intensely with this nice dark woodiness in the opening. LOM Idole Extrem, which is really nice. It's one of my favorites in the line. It has this nice plum mixture mixed together with that almond and tonka. We have Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum, taking it back, and a lot of people say that that scent is played out. I really enjoy it, even though I like the Eau de Toilette better because it has this kind of calmness to it. And then he has CH Passion, which I still haven't tried yet, but I know a lot of people do like it. And Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum. That's another honorable mention. I sold my bottle. Wasn't a big fan of Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum. I know a lot of people are. I prefer the original Ocean, but Eau de Parfum, not really for me. The vanilla did something weird for me. I don't know what it is, but it's still good. It's just not something that I needed in my collection. Anyway, so his top 5 winners, well, they're not in any order. None of them put them in order. So this one, Prada Black. Prada Black. I brought out some of the bottles. Most of them I have. So Prada Black, Prada Luna Rosa Black, getting harder and harder to find. It is an amber musky fragrance at its core. Super mass appealing. Women absolutely love it. It's going to be more of a night out scent, closer to like a transitional season scent. But you can wear this in pretty much any season. Just make sure that you're wearing it at night and not in the super high heat. Amber, musky, a little bit of sweetness, has a little bit of class to it. Super nice. Okay, going into the next one. This one is on 2 lists, and it's okay. It's just, I definitely think it's way overrated. Spice Bomb Extreme. Spice Bomb Extreme is very powdery vanilla, and I do not like powdery vanilla, so that's why I don't like it. I actually prefer Cremo Spice and Black Vanilla over this, which dials that back. This has that tobacco, that black pepper, that spice that you get from the line, but then kind of picture the original one, a little bit more for winter with a really heavy vanilla. That's what this fragrance is. It's a tobacco vanilla scent at its core, but that vanilla is way more prominent than anything other than the black pepper is pretty heavy in the opening as well. I still like the fragrance, but I prefer Infrared and Night Vision Eau de Parfum and Infrared Eau de Parfum much more than this. I even prefer the original over that, but I know a lot of people like it, so I can't knock them, and it is good for winter. There is a certain season you can wear certain fragrances. That's definitely a winterized fragrance. Same with like Aromani Code Absolute. Anyway, going to the next one. This is like Christmas in a bottle. Newt number 3 is Burberry London. I hate the bottle, but it legit smells like a Christmas version of CK1 Shock. It has like a little pieces of latent, a little bit of a fruitiness, but then it has this like evergreen pine smell, a little bit of sweetness and spice in the background. Literally, if there was a Christmas tree fragrance, that's this, and Christmas is winter, so there you go. Burberry London, Christmas in a bottle. I definitely don't blame him for putting that on his list. Going to the next one. This one is, and surprisingly, we now have 2 bosses that are in the top 5s, and a couple years ago you would have never found a boss on this list, but another one, Boss Bottled Elixir. Incensey, it smells like 90s incense shop, mixed together with a slight bit of the Boss Bottle DNA, a little bit of this like kind of resinous sweetness, and a little bit of an ambery tone, but it's an incense bomb. It's gonna last forever. It is a fantastic fragrance. A little bit more on the situational value, a little bit more personal enjoyment, but if you're looking for kind of a very masculine incensey smell that is going to be slightly for mass appeal, Boss Bottle Elixir is definitely going to do that. And it's definitely heavy enough to say it's a winterized fragrance. But I would say it's fall, winter for sure. Going into his last one. So the last one here is going to be on another list as well. This is Dior Homme Intense. Man, is that stuff good. This is my favorite. I know a lot of people love the Parfum. Parfum does something to me. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not exactly sure why. It's okay. It's just this one I love. There's a little bit of the sweetness. That ambrette seed comes through. I actually love this fragrance. I mean, even my wife likes it, and it's more. The reason they don't sell it in the United States is because the iris in this is makeup-y, but that is even more prominent when you get to the Parfum. This one has a little bit of this sweetness that comes a little bit like chocolate to me. But if you like Prada LOM Intense, you're going to like this. It's iris. It's a little bit makeup-y. It has this kind of professional aura to it. And it also has a little bit of this depth and sweetness that the other ones in the line do not have. Dior Homme Intense is definitely a fire fragrance. And that is Newt's top 5 for winter. Great list, Newt. I could definitely put any of those except for, again, Spice Bomb Extreme would not be on my list. So now we're going into Hamzat, aka Killer Kamikaze, because he changes his name every 5 days. So he's the one who put a fragrance on this list that I don't have. That is not necessarily designer. It is a designer brand, but it's in their private line. So technically, I'll give it to them. But it's a private blend. And usually whenever a designer has a private blend, that is kind of their version of a niche line. But because it's YSL, we got to give it to them. It's YSL Tuxedo. I've tried it a few times. I have a clone of it right here, Suits, which does it complete justice. It's ambery, it's warm, it's patchouli. Very, very good. The way that it's mixed and a little bit of the violet in Suits kind of brings almost this leathery accord, which I really enjoy. So I'm not sure about the original if that has it. I will find out when I get to the duty-free shops, though, because I'm going to a few of them this week. But yeah, he has YSL Tuxedo as his number 4, but I just wanted to get that one out of the way. I'm not 100% sure that's designer, but the brand is designer, so I guess I have to give it to him. He did put this one in order, actually, so that was number 4, but we'll go back to number 5. This one was on Newt's runners-up, Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum. So again, it's nothing like the original Prada Ocean. It's kind of like a vanilla bomb with a blue backbone. It's good. It's just my wife didn't like it at all, and I liked it, but I didn't like it enough to not want to wear it around my wife. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to wear a fragrance my wife doesn't like unless I love it, and I didn't have like a love from it. Obviously, they did, but I didn't. Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum. I know a lot of people like it. If you like it, you like it. For me, it's like a 7.8, 7.9. Still not bad. It's just not anything that I wanted to write home about. And again, my wife didn't like it, so I just sold the bottle. And I sold it to one of them, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know I sold it to somebody that I knew. With that said, skipping YSL Tuxedo and going to Homme's number 3. Now, I brought out the wrong one, but it'll be good for a showcase, I guess. His is Zara's The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. Now, this is the Parfum, so I brought out the wrong one because I just reached. But Zara The Most Wanted, which would obviously be on my list. He also had this on his fall list, and I'm not sure if he changed it up at some point in time, and I just printed out the wrong list here, but Zara The Most Wanted, it's really one of the best all-season fragrances. It is a fresh gourmand that you can wear any season. It is tonka amberwood with cardamom. It is sweet, warm, and spicy. Has that gourmand toffee in it. A little bit of this bourbon vanilla underneath it. Very beautiful fragrance. It is night out in a bottle, but during the cooler months, you can wear it all day long. It is fantastic. It's one of my favorite designer fragrances. I mean, you can't knock it. I told he actually, I think Hamzat's the one who won the fall video because I kind of ranked them back then. And I think it was Most Wanted that kind of gave him the kicker. And I really love that fragrance. I know some people say it smells like grape soda. I definitely don't get that. And I think that's just more, it's a personal taste thing. But with that said, going into another one that was on Newt's runners up. So it's another good one. And this one would be in my top 5. It is Guerlain's LOM Idole Extrem. It's my favorite Guerlain. This or the Intense. I know I just tried the Intense and that's really good. But I really like the plum in this. Take that line, make it winterized, have that tonka a little bit amped up, have that almond in there, and then you also add in this nice, juicy, warm plum. And I love the note of plum. It's one of my favorites, which is why this is good. Very, very, very good. Still has a situational value to it, just like the rest of the line. But this one, the Intense and the Eau de Toilette, are the ones you can wear the most because of the seasons that they're for. And that one is a great one to wear during the winter season. LOM Idole Extrem. I hate that they changed the bottle color up and stuff, but still really, really freaking good. And now we're getting into his number 1. I didn't even realize this until right now. He put this one, and I was just talking about it, he put this one as his number 1, and I am super happy that he did. Boss the Scent Elixir. Man, would I put it as my number 1 overall designer? No, I wouldn't. I think it's probably going to be in my top 5. That's how good it is. It's still going to be in my top 5 of 2024. That's how good it is. It's basically my favorite, the scent for winter. If you add in a little bit, it's kind of like Boss's Scent Magnetic. Some people kind of get like the original scent, but I don't. I didn't actually like the original scent, and I like this one. It's kind of like Boss's Scent Magnetic, that sweetness and stuff mixed together with this kind of pink pepper spiciness and a little bit of a fruity tone that you get from Spice Bomb Infrared. I already talked about it, so I won't go into it anymore, but it's a great choice, and that tells you how good it is. It is his number 1 designer fragrance for winter. So great list, Hamzat. And now we're going to go into Mo as the last person. So Mo's the only one who had this on his list. And would it be on my list? Hell yeah, it would. This is Empori Aromani Stronger With You Absolutely. Stronger With You Absolutely. I just tried Stronger With You Freeze, and I honestly think that one's the best in the line now. As far as like the fresh ones are concerned, but still, it's still really freaking good, even though it's the one that goes the furthest from the line. But as far as the warmer fragrances, the one that the line's known for, Strong With You Absolutely is absolutely the best one. It brings back the original DNA. It brings out back that chestnut. It dials down the vanilla that you get from the Intensely that was so prevalent and heavy. It makes it darker, richer, smoother. You get in a little bit of this boozy tone. Oh, is it good? Oh, is it good? Strong With You absolutely lasts 8 to 10 hours, if not longer than that. It is a compliment beast, but it's also not something that you smell every day around in the United States. So if you're in the United States and you want something unique, but a very mass appealing scent for the winter, Stronger With You absolutely is great. The next one, I won't have to talk about much because I already talked about it, but I would just name it. Stronger With You, Spice Bomb Extreme. I already talked about it. Powdery vanilla, tobacco, the black pepper. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of it, but obviously they like it. Going into the next one, Jean-Paul Gaultier Scandal. I'm guessing he means the original Scandal, but I don't know if he means Scandal Le Parfum because I know he loves Scandal Le Parfum, which I have back there. But Scandal Le Parfum, that's really good. I'm not sure which one. He only put Scandal here, which I actually didn't like Scandal that much. I like Scandal Le Parfum a lot more than the original Scandal. It's one that you can only find in Europe. It has this kind of caramely tonka, kind of like ambery mixture. It's very sweet, kind of in the realm of like Invictus Victory Elixir, stuff like that. So I can see why. And the next one, I don't like at all. It's Gucci Intense Oud. I haven't liked a single Gucci. There's not a single Gucci fragrance that I have actually enjoyed enough to buy. I own 0 Guccis. The last time I owned a Gucci, it was Gucci Envy, and I don't own it anymore. Even though I really like that one. The rest of them I can't deal with. Gucci Intense Oud, nah. I didn't really enjoy it when he sent it to me. Not a huge fan of the fragrance in general, so yeah. We all know who's going to lose this list as far as my perceptions. And the last one on this list, again, I don't really have to talk about it because we already went through it. Dior Homme Intense. Fantastic. So this, Strong With You absolutely. I agree with both of those. But it depends on if he's talking about Scandal Le Parfum. But the Intense Oud and Spice Bomb Extreme, not sure. But Dior Homme Intense, that's also a very, very solid pick. But that's why fragrances are so exciting to talk about, because everybody has their own different tastes. But anyway, that is my 3 moderators, top 5 designer fragrances for the winter. Who do I think would win this one? Well, I know it's not Mo. Sorry, Mo, but you had 3 that, unless the Le Parfum, but still, Scandal Le Parfum wouldn't be in my top 5. So it's between Homme with the Scent Elixir, LOM Idole Extrem, Most Wanted, YSL Tuxedo, and Prada Ocean. So I'm not counting Tuxedo, and Prada Ocean EDP is a no-go for me. So we have Prada Black, Extreme, Burberry London, Boss Bottled Elixir, and Dior Homme Intense. I mean, just because he has Boss Scent Elixir, LOM Idole Extrem, and the Most Wanted, those are 3 that would probably be in my top 5 personally. I think I would have to go with Homme on this one, but Newt would be, I mean, I think they're going to get a tie. Yeah, because he has the other ones on his list as far as the breakdown. So I'm going to give this one a tie. Newt and Homme, you guys both tie for first. If I had to give anybody the edge, obviously it's the Most Wanted, so I would give it to Homme. So yeah, great job. And again, when I get back from vacation, I'll do their top 5 niche. Comment below. Let them know what you think, because they won't be on vacation, so they will be reading the comments. So again, thank you guys very much. I'll be back with another one. Peace out.